Hey everyone, it's Ego of Zeus here, and I just got back from seeing the Odyssey in IMAX, and so I wanted to give my thoughts on the film. And this is going to contain spoilers, so this will not be a spoiler free review. I am going to discuss things that happen in the movie, so if you have not seen the movie yet and you care about spoilers, do not watch this video. So that is the warning. So yeah, I just got back from seeing it, and oh my goodness, it was incredible. It was such an amazing experience, especially seeing it on the 70 millimeter IMAX screen. It was incredible. I just absolutely loved this film. The cinematography, the music, just everything was so great. I just, I don't know, man. It was such an amazing experience. And yeah, the movie was great. I thought it was a great adaptation of the Odyssey. Um, yeah, it, man, definitely one of my favorite movies of all time now, and definitely my favorite adaptation of the Odyssey. Um, but yeah, it was just so good, and um, it they do things a bit out of order. It's they kind of jump around a bit. Like throughout the whole entire movie, they do show scenes from the Trojan War, so we do get to see some of the Trojan War throughout the film, and it is mainly switches between Odysseus trying to uh, recall his memories from eating the lotus flower. He lost his memories while staying with Calypso, and most of the film switches between him recounting his memories to Calypso, and it switches between that, and then it switches to Telemachus and Penelope. And it was so good. It was so well done, really. I mean, I didn't really mind it jumping around like that, but yeah, it was just so good. And um let's see what else. I will say one thing that did, honestly, the only thing I should say, the only thing that did bother me was the fact that they referred to the underworld as hell a couple times, or at least one time. I don't remember if they said it one time or two times, but I know they for sure said it one time where Odysseus refers to the underworld as hell, which I thought was kind of weird because the underworld literally has nothing to do with hell. Hell is a Christianity concept, so I really don't understand why he called it hell. But that was like literally the only thing in the entire movie that bothered me. Like really. Um One thing I loved, well, I would say some of my favorite scenes was with Polyphemus, the Cyclops. That scene was amazing. I mean, he did talk a little bit, but he didn't talk to Odysseus, which I also thought was kind of strange. Odysseus didn't have his famous conversation with Polyphemus where he calls himself Nobody, or he tells Polyphemus that his name is Nobody. Yeah, he didn't actually have that conversation in this movie. They don't actually talk to Polyphemus. Polyphemus does talk, but he's more talking to himself. After they stab his eye, he starts praying to his father Poseidon, and that's the only time that he actually says anything. Um, but I still loved that scene. It was so well done, especially the beginning of the scene where Polyphemus was mostly in the dark. It was so good, and oh man, and then I also loved the scene after they eat the Helios's cattle and Zeus destroys their ship. That scene was so good with the storm and the ship being destroyed. Oh my goodness, it was so well done. I loved that scene. I mean, it was sad, but what happens to his crew? But I mean, they did do it to themselves. Odysseus warned them, so they did it to themselves, but it was so well done. It was just the cinematography was so good. And I also another part that I really liked was the the whole thing about Athena. Um, so it says Zendaya plays her, which I guess is true, but in reality, you find out that um, the girl that Athena is appearing to Odysseus as is actually was a priestess in Troy that Odysseus and his men killed in the temple. She was one of the priestesses, so Athena is taking her image and she's appearing to Odysseus as that girl, which I really liked because I like that was honestly one thing I love about this movie is the gods are portrayed so realistically in my opinion. Like they're not like yeah, Odysseus sees Athena, but only he's able to see her, and like I said, she's appearing to him as this priestess girl that was killed in Troy. Um so that's why she doesn't have like her battle armor and stuff like that. She's not appearing as how we picture Athena in her battle armor and stuff. She's appearing as this young priestess girl that was killed in Troy during the Trojan War when the Greeks infiltrate the city. Um, anyway, but so she's really the only deity we actually see in the movie, but with Poseidon, it's like he's shown through the ocean, the storms that they encounter after blinding Polyphemus. They start encountering a bunch of storms and rough seas. So that's how we see Poseidon. And then with Zeus, we see him through that really bad storm at the end after they eat Helios's cattle. We see him through the storm and the lightning strikes and the thunder. It's just like, I don't know, I just loved it. I really did. And like I said, the music, oh my goodness, the music was so good. Like during some of like the like heart pounding, thrilling scenes, like the music would get really fast and it just adds to the moment. It adds to like the breathtaking moment, like, you know. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I just loved it. And then of course, Scylla and Charybdis were amazing too. Oh man, I just yeah, it was so good. I was a bit disappointed that the scene with Aeolus, the god of the winds, that scene wasn't in it, but I understand that he couldn't Christopher Nolan couldn't fit every single scene in the movie. I understand that. But I was kind of looking forward to seeing that scene, so I am a bit sad it wasn't in the movie, but yeah, overall the movie was just so good. I mean, yeah, it was like I keep saying, it was just so good. I absolutely loved it. I really want to see it again. I really do. It definitely my favorite adaptation of the Odyssey, and one of my favorite movies of all time now. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Of course, the scene with Argos, his dog, was super sad, but we all knew that it was going to be sad. Um, but yeah, I really loved every scene of the Trojan War, and oh man, it was just so good. I really recommend seeing it, especially if like you're a fan of Odysseus and the Odyssey. I really recommend seeing it because it's a really great film, and all the people hating on it just because there's a black actor in it and there's a trans actor, that it's really sad to that people are hating on it just because of that. Like really, Lupita Nyong'o was amazing in this film. She wasn't in it for very long, and she plays both Helen and her sister, Clytemnestra, I think is how her name's pronounced. They did make them twins in this movie, which I also found that kind of like not bad, but like kind of surprising because the thing is, of course, Helen is said to be the most beautiful woman mortal the most beautiful mortal woman on the planet, but if she has a twin sister, it's like, wouldn't Clytemnestra be the most beautiful woman too? It's like, I don't know. But anyway, that's just a minor thing. But yeah, she was amazing. She was amazing in this movie. And Elliot Page was really good too. He plays Scion, um, Odysseus's cousin. So he does not play Achilles. People literally were just jumping to conclusions. Achilles, honestly, he's not in the movie at all. I was kind of hoping he would appear when they go to the underworld. That scene was really well done too. The underworld scene was really well done. But anyway, I was hoping Achilles would appear when they go to the underworld, but he doesn't, unfortunately. The only time he is mentioned by Menelaus, when Menelaus is talking to Telemachus and telling him about the Trojan War and stuff, and naming some of the heroes he fought alongside. He does mention Achilles' name, but that's the only time Achilles is mentioned, and he's never shown. So yeah, the whole Elliot Page playing Achilles, that was just people jumping to conclusions because they saw him in the trailer as a shade in the underworld, and they were just jumping to conclusions that he must be Achilles. It's like, but he wasn't. So but even if he was, I mean, I wouldn't have cared. But yeah, all the transphobic people out there, and just like all the racist people don't like Lupita Nyong'o playing Helen, which I don't understand. 'Cause she's a beautiful woman. I'm like, I don't understand why people have an issue with that. But anyway, but yeah, all the racist and transphobic people that are just hating on this film simply because of the casting, that's just really sad. And they're definitely missing out because this movie was incredible. But anyway, I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. Definitely. It was amazing. And it is a long movie. It's 3 hours. So just, if you're going to see it, just prepare for that. I really had to use the bathroom during like the last bit of the movie, but I held it because I was not missing it. But it is a long movie. So just prepare if you see it. Just prepare for that. But anyway, but yeah, I recommend it. Definitely. It was amazing. It was definitely worth the wait. I've been so hyped for this movie. I've been waiting for it for over a year now. It was definitely worth the wait. It was incredible. I'm probably going to see it again. Anyway, so yeah, those are my thoughts. And yeah, that's it for this video, and may the gods bless you all. Bye.